So as we know, the fall of Texas and California, this happened last video, with civil wars and then the empire nations having a part in it and everything, war with the CSA, after the CSA had a coup and stuff, and so on. And so, let's begin. With tensions rising in California, leading to the collapse of what's left of the Californian Empire. With some monarchists forming over here. And those are the monarchists. With the communists being marked red. For this red. And let's see as the democratic activists rise in the South. Monarchy are the imperial forces too, who want an empire back. The democratic forces want democracy. The communists want to reform empire. And the empire, the emperors rise here. They want an empire. And are supported by the Imperial League. And then there's the fascist state. Why is there fascist? Because there are. Every civil war needs different ideologies. With this being great, but eventually it turns into a full-scale civil war. Power. For a while. But now it looks like the full country is going to fall apart. Which is not a great thing. With the democratic forces moving in. I guess it is a good thing for the democratic forces on the other hand. With these forces moving in. The fascists start their march into, and now the monarchy starts its movement. With this becoming too many fronts for the republic to handle, with a democratic becoming Cascadia joins this war on the side of the democratic team. Which at this point, the war, none of these breakaway areas are at war with anybody but the central government. With the democratic forces accidentally entering here. But it's not a big deal. Eventually, a ceasefire is reached between these two sides as the democratic team gets over here. And eventually empire, where the emperor is, eventually is dominating. But keep in mind, there's two sides against them. And with two conflicts breaking out now, one between the democratic team and the imperial team, and one between the fascists and the monarchy. Which, hard to say how it will go, but it was democracy that started the war on the empire. It was hard for the imperial pack to get resources here, considering they have to go out through the Atlantic Ocean, and yeah. And so, it eventually ends up like this. And then after, eventually, they completely fall. With an invasion starting here. And an invasion, finally, let's look at this one. The fascist invasion. Where the fascists somehow dominated. Now the fascists think they can win this, but they really probably can't. But they're still going to say they can. even though it's obvious they won't. But even then, they still think they're going to win. With them being knocked back to their borders and then being pushed back. With it being reformed as a democracy, but the democracy has one thing to do. Give Cascadia a small piece of land as they helped. Which the democracy ends up giving a sliver of the coast here, a bit of the interior part, with the democracy writing down as one of their rules, you can't leave, basically. Just to keep the democracy together. And the seas of these lands, they cost lots of money, but this ends up forming a pact, or the Democratic Pact. As you can see, it looks like this. As you can see, I forgot something further back. And so, we can figure that out later. Or I can do something else. Could be a civil war in this, like, Illinois, Michigan thing, which does end up happening. No, that doesn't. But a new state breaks away from Texas. It's called It's called something. That's it. They made that a state. That looks like a square. But yeah, that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like and subscribe and comment, as that will help the series, because we have about 90 subscribers to go to our goal. Thanks, guys. Bye!